Plus, pretty much nobody else has a utility belt. I mean, he could have anything in there, even a kryptonite, which is pretty much why Batman is the best superhero ever. I brought along handouts to tell you my references, in case anybody's interested. Hello, my name is Eve, and my show and tell presentation is on how the World Trade Center buildings were brought down by controlled demolition.
Financial markets are bouncing around like ping pong balls. Unemployment, it's the highest it's been in decades. Terrorist attacks have more than doubled in the past few years alone, and the list goes on. And our government, despite its infinite wisdom, seems to think that the appropriate course of action is to huddle together in red and...
I can't reach my 5-star chef potential when you listen to Apocalypse Now.
Is dinner ready yet?
I'd like to remind you of the present state
Almost.
of the Republican Party.
About
There are no
5 more minutes.
Republicans left. There are no moderate Republicans left. There are only conservative Republicans within the Republican Party, which makes it very easy for them to everything.
Hello?
Hello, Mr. Lumley?
Speaking?
Hi, this is Miss Keaton, Eve's teacher.
Oh, okay. What's up?
Well, the reason I'm calling is that I've received a number of unhappy phone calls from parents regarding your daughter's show and tell presentation.
What was your presentation about?
But in an age of avian swine flu, mad cow disease, and countless other life-threatening potential epidemic diseases, all of which have treatments owned by...
I'm sorry. She said what? Hey, Eve.
Yeah.
Do you want to talk about your mother?
What about her?
I miss her too, you know.
I know.
Has that been on your mind lately? I mean, I know you've been watching the news a lot. Is it because of what happened to her?
No.
Okay.
Dad? Are you okay?
Yeah, fine. Just worried about you.
Why?
Because it's my job to be.
Okay.
When I first heard that the towers had been attacked, I didn't believe it. I couldn't imagine something so terrible. So I told myself that your mother hadn't gone to work that day, that she wasn't in there. And when she didn't call or come home, I told myself that she'd just gotten lost. Couldn't find a phone. I still tell myself sometimes anything, so I don't have to face the truth about what happened that day.
May I help you?
Miss Keaton, I take it?
Sir, school is in session. I'm sorry, but we have a no visitors policy.
I'm sorry for the interruption. This will only take a moment.
Excuse me, sir, just what do you think you're doing?
Eve Lumley?
Sir!
Miss, please. I'm here on behalf of Mr. Adams.
Why are you interrupting our class?
Serve you the summons.
What?
Means you're being sued. Sorry.
But I'm only 10.
Is this a joke?
It's not a joke. It's an appropriate response. Your daughter seems to think that she can say whatever she wants, and now she and her class know that there are repercussions for poor choices.
You mean like my fist in your face?
All right, sir, I'm a lawyer. I'm used to being threatened. I understand that you're upset. So am I. Now, why don't you take a seat, and we can discuss this.
How in the hell can you think you're justified for picking on a 10-year-old girl over a show-and-tell presentation?
I returned home late yesterday to find my wife very distressed. She said our son didn't want to be an American anymore. So I went upstairs to talk to him, and to my dismay, the reason for his confusion was because of some malicious propaganda that your daughter presented to the class. I then called Ms. Keaton to ask her to repeal the propaganda, but she refused.
I can't believe I'm hearing this. It's a classroom, not a courtroom.
And my son attends that classroom to learn, not suffer.
Can't do this.
Sir, I am very well aware of what I can and cannot do. Now, if you'd bothered to read the summons, you would find that I'm not suing your daughter, I'm suing you. And that is only under the condition that she does not apologize.
So, she has to say she's sorry or you'll make her sorry?
You haven't thought this through, Mr. Lumley. Schools aren't interested in extremist views. They have a way of tainting reputations and spoiling future opportunities. Now I suggest for your daughter's sake that you persuade her to see how sorry she should be.
You want an apology? I'm sorry. You can't act like an adult. I'm sorry you're so petty. But I won't apologize for my daughter expressing herself, and neither will she.
And you're suggesting what exactly? More bailouts? More government-sponsored corporate bonuses for the people who got us in this mess in the first place?
No. What I'm suggesting is that to stimulate the economy, we put money directly
I've barely
into
been
the
awake
hands
long
of
enough to
people who need it
realize I'm
most,
awake.
rather
I
than
cannot
fund more
listen to
programs
people
that
argue
really
right now.
Right, because welfare and Medicaid
It's interesting.
Interesting is something I don't hear every day, everywhere, all the time.
They've also established a status quo of the society rather than
Aren't there any cartoons on or something?
I don't like cartoons. They're for kids.
This coming from the girl eating tricks for breakfast?
I still like sugar.
Hey, better watch how you express your opinion. You might just get sued. Now hurry up and get your stuff or we're gonna be late.
There are fanatics who fabricate lies for the sake of attention. Now, take, for example, a truly disturbing story a friend of mine shared with me last night. That of a 10-year-old girl who gave a presentation to her elementary school class that 9/11 was planned by the American government. Now,
Dad?
needless to say, you can imagine...
Are you ready? I was reading about the memorial in Hiroshima. Apparently, every year kids from all over Japan are taken there to remember what happened.
Interesting.
I wish I could go on a field trip to Japan. It looks like it'd be a fun place to visit.
Yeah.
Have you ever been there?
No?
You should go someday.
Yeah, maybe.
I know you don't like sushi, but they have McDonald's, so you'll be okay.
See you after school.
Dad,
Yeah.
have a good day at work.
Hello, Mr. Adams' office. Tiffany speaking.
Hi, this is Mr. Lumley. You have a word with him?
Hold, please.
Mr. Lumley, may I take it that you've come to your senses?
Yes, I'm calling on behalf of my daughter to apologize for what she said in class. And for the pain it's caused your son.
Well, that's very nice to hear. Unfortunately, I'm afraid it's no longer good enough.
What do you want?
A public apology. Something to put this issue to rest once and for all.
You want her to apologize to her class?
No.
Then what?
A friend of mine is a radio talk show host. And when I mentioned to him what your daughter did, well, he thought it was a good idea to mention it on his program. And I think it might be a good idea if you reassured his listeners of your daughter's remorse. I mean, after all, we wouldn't want this thing to cause any more harm than it already has, right?
Fine. Let him know to expect my call.
And in 5, 4, 3.
Good Morning America, not to be confused with Good Morning America.
And welcome to the Saturday morning edition of Politics. Now today, I want to start with something that I brought up yesterday. And that is, of course, the case of the young girl who presented lies about the American government to her classroom. Now, we all know about the fanatic conspiracy theorists lingering around Ground Zero, wearing American flags as blindfolds and holding signs that say 9/11 was an inside job. But when those people go after our children, when they push
Radical beliefs on innocent minds for the sake of God knows what, then they have crossed the line.
Now we have a caller on the line. The
Father of the girl that we have been debating. He says he wants to apologize.
Let's hope he makes it good. Hello?
Hello?
Welcome to Politics. How are you this morning?
I'm fine. Just calling in to say how sorry I am. How sorry my daughter is for what she said.
What are you doing?
What am I doing? What are you doing? How could you say those things, Eve? How could you be so stupid?
I'm not stupid.
I know. You're a genius. You don't watch cartoons, you don't go trick-or-treating, you don't even laugh at my jokes. I get it. You're not a kid anymore.
Then why do you treat me like one?
Because acting like an adult doesn't make you one. It was a stupid thing to give that presentation to your class. What did you think was going to happen?
I don't know.
God damn it, Eve. This isn't some bullshit segment on CNN. This is real life.
I know.
Then what made you think you could get away with this?
Freedom of speech?
Freedom of speech? That doesn't change the fact that there are things people just don't want to hear. There are things you just don't say.
But it's the truth. I can show you my references.
I saw your damn references. A bunch of internet videos and half-wits crying for attention.
That's not true.
Yes, it is! You're still young, so maybe you don't realize that people lie all the time. They do and say whatever they have to get someone to listen to them.
You don't listen to me. You just tell me I'm wrong.
Is that why you did this? To get my attention?
No.
Then why? Is it because of your mother? I miss her too. But if this is just some scheme to get me to talk about her, then I don't know what you want me to say.
It's not about her. I don't even remember her.
Bullshit. You used to talk about her all the time.
Because I thought that's what you wanted. I thought it made you happy.
It doesn't... Why didn't you just talk to me?
You don't listen.
Well, I'm listening now.
Did you watch the videos I referenced?
What? No, I didn't watch them, and I didn't watch the ones about Bigfoot or aliens either.
That's not funny, and you're still not listening.
Eve, we're not done talking about this. Hiding in your room won't solve anything. So what? Now you're running away?
I'm sleeping over at Jenny's tonight. You've known about it for days. Now are you going to give me a ride, or do I have to take the bus?
Fine. Get in the car. Call me if you need anything, and... Hey, Munchkin. How's Jenny's?
Fine.
What'd you two do?
Stuff.
Stuff, huh? Use a bong or a pipe?
Let's go.
Not yet.
Why?
Because I want to talk to you.
Well, I don't want to talk to you.
I'm sorry I yelled.
That's not what you should be sorry about.
I know. I'm sorry I apologized for you. You're a young woman now. You can make your own decisions. Hey, Eve.
What?
I watched one of those videos yesterday. From your presentation. I'm sorry I didn't listen.